Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us.
A state nonprofit organization is running a campaign to clarify when people in our jails can or cannot vote. Channel 8's Veronica Barreto joins us now here in the studio with more on this campaign. Veronica?
As midterm election day approaches, the ACLU of Nebraska, in partnership with Nebraska Civic Engagement Table, is sending voting information to jails in our state. The organizations say there are many misconceptions on an inmate's right to vote. This week, the ACLU of Nebraska is sending thousands of pamphlets to help break barriers for incarcerated people to vote. The organization is doing this through a statewide mailing campaign.
Incarceration itself is a barrier to having access to cast your vote. However, there's also misinformation, miscommunication about individuals' rights to vote.
In Nebraska, if an inmate is in prison for a misdemeanor crime conviction, they still can vote. However, there is an exception.
The only time the right to vote is suspended or you face disenfranchisement from your right to vote is if you've been convicted of a felony crime. And that disenfranchised period lasts for 2 years after the sentence is completed.
Also, if a person is facing felony charges but hasn't been convicted yet, they still can vote. The ACLU says this project helps correctional officials have a better understanding of voting rights inside jails.
The great thing about this project is that it benefits both the people who are incarcerated and the correctional officials. In past years, we've heard from jail administrators telling us, we didn't know that people in custody could vote.
The pamphlets arrived today at the Lancaster County Department of Corrections and will start to arrive in the state's jails during this and next week. If you want to know more on an inmate's right to vote or want to take a look at these pamphlets, you can visit KLKNTV.com.
Veronica, thank you so much for the report.